So in this video, I wanted to go over the top 5 things that I like about my Dodge Challenger RT. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I previously made a video listing the top 5 things that I hated about my Dodge Challenger. So I wanted to make a video about the top 5 things that I like about my Dodge Challenger. And there's more than 5 things that I like about my Dodge Challenger, but I just wanted to give a list of 5 things that personally are the things that I like the most about it. So the first thing obviously has to be the look of the car. So the Dodge Challengers have always been my favorite car. I've always liked muscle cars, and my dream car is the Dodge Demon right now. And with what I can afford now, the Dodge Challenger RT was the best and closest option that I had to getting a Demon. That's also a reason why I got those Demon replica rims, because I just like the look of it on the Dodge Demon and I wanted to put them on my car. And also, everyone has their preferences for the body of the car, whether they prefer the wide body or the narrow body. And I honestly like both of them, but I would prefer a wide body. So eventually, if I decide to upgrade or change my car, I'd go for a wide body Challenger. And also with the look of this car, I just find the color, the B5 blue, is just one of the best colors for the Dodge Challenger. And I know that on camera it doesn't really do it justice, especially with the weather right now. It looks a little darker, but in person it's really pale, sort of like a baby blue. My second thing on my list of the 5 things that I like about this car is the ride with this car. So driving it, it's a super comfortable ride. It goes over bumps really well. Also with the amount of ground clearance that this car has, it's really good to go pretty much everywhere, like on roads like this where there's a lot of rocks and it can get a little bumpy depending on where you drive. So yeah, the ride of this car, also the fact that it's a rear-wheel drive, it's just a ton of fun, and you can do a lot of things that some front-wheel drive cars can't, like drifting or burnouts, if that's something you like. Speaking of burnouts, the third favorite thing that I like about my Dodge Challenger RT is the ability to do burnouts and in general like drift. So I know that some people prefer cars that handle well and that get traction and stuff like that, but I actually like driving this rear-wheel drive car, and the Dodge Challenger RT, when it loses traction, it's just a very fun ride, and it just gives you a rush every time that happens, especially during the winter when you're driving in the snow. Since I drive my car during the winter, and I'll actually film some content during the winter, so stay tuned if you want to see that. Driving this car is just a ton of fun. I don't do it often and I don't recommend you do it, but if you have a Dodge Challenger, you might end up doing maybe a burnout once in a while, and this car is just super easy to do burnouts with. I'll just show you a clip of one other time that I did a burnout with my car, and it wasn't a closed course, nothing illegal. I had permission to do it. For the fourth thing that I like about this car, it's actually the power. So the Dodge Challenger RT comes with the 5.7 liter Hemi V8, which is the smallest of the 3 V8s that Dodge offers. And also it's the second smallest engine that Dodge offers for Challengers. So there's the V6 and then the 5.7 liter Hemi V8. the 6.4 and the 6.2 supercharged. But I find that the amount of power that the Dodge Challenger RT has is a really good amount if you're planning on daily driving it and if you want to daily drive the car all year long. So depending whether you have the manual or the 8-speed auto, the Dodge Challenger RT has 372 horsepower with the 8-speed auto and 375 with the manual. And that amount of power is enough to really enjoy it even during the winter, since I know that if you drive a Scat Pack or a Hellcat, driving it in snow and ice is a little trickier since the car just wants to go off the line and spin out. And with the Dodge Challenger RT, I feel like it's more tamed. The power is really controllable. Whether you lose traction, it's just the right amount of power that you won't get arrested if you're smart about where you speed, and it's plenty enough power to pass everyone and really just have fun with the car. And for number 5, the 5th thing that I like about my Dodge Challenger RT and that I find it so useful and that not all cars really have that, it's the vented seats. It's an additional feature that Dodge offers with certain packages when you get the car. And what those vented seats do is basically send AC in your seats. So like the opposite of heating seats. Driving the car during the summer, the vented seats come in really handy since it's basically black leather, which gets really warm. And with the vented seats, you don't just get like a sweaty back or anything like that. And I find that that's gotta be one of my favorite features on the car that I know most other cars don't really offer. And also, if you just came back from like running, going to the gym, or any sort of like outdoor activity in the warm, you can really just remote start your car, which will automatically turn on the vented seats if the weather outside is really warm, so that once you get in your car, your seats are all cool and yeah, you don't have to like sweat all over your seats. So if ever you're planning on ordering a new Dodge Challenger, I'd really recommend getting that package that comes with the vented seats. So thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more content from me. You can also check out my Instagram page for my car, Blue Beast RT, where I post some pictures of my car. So thanks everyone. Have a good one.